everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good division rivalry coming up here in the AFC. And these two teams have met once already. So they are more than familiar with one another's tendencies. And maybe more importantly, their weaknesses. It's the Browns going up against the Crusaders. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Crusaders. They come out here in the eye. To throw, Bridgewater. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and now it's second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Bridgewater to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it's third down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On third down, Bridgewater backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
And to give this time to the tailback. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Their big tight end. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding time. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight end.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's got time in the pocket. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Right side catch, Gilmore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Let's go. Force.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in, Cleveland. Corey Grant, 76 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Coates. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the
primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he's got a new one. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Surveying the field. Now into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll run the option left. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go.
In motion, Anunwa. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Bud Dupree in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Escapes the sack. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll drop to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll throw now on the final play. Finding time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle here to Coates. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This is taken at the 10. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And the Browns getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Browns are going to have a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Grant with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Got an open man. It's a noon one. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Leopard, let's go. Back down, Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Anunua's got it, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down now after the pass completion.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On play action, they'll throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Surveying the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Back now in Los Angeles as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Blue, landing. Good, good. Good, good. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing. Blue. No. Check, Patriot.
Now to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Bud Dupree in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Ripkowski, the fullback, on the inside give. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box on your big offensive line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Coates complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hurry up,
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll set up a throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It goes as a pickup of 23, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Myers able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the home team here, you start to wonder if it's going to happen this year. The skid has hit 13 in a row on the season. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.